All right. Greetings, all. It's DFuxa, and welcome to the summer season, I guess, of 2020. There will be a lot happening at this point, and before I basically talk about my scheduling of videos in the near future, how about I just talk about how stuff in life is going to be going for myself right here, because that's sort of important for my videos. So I want to note that for the past few months, I've basically been releasing videos for you guys every Sunday, where I basically release a full playlist or half a playlist, or sometimes two moderately filled playlists, basically of videos for you guys basically to watch. And part of the reason I was basically doing that is because I had time to basically do the recordings for all those videos. Basically due to the CV19, everything was basically shut down. I didn't have to do too much besides go to work at the post office, come home, and that'd be it. In the near future, this will be changing a little bit because basically my province of Nova Scotia in Canada is beginning to open up a little bit after the hiatus from caused by the pandemic, and basically I'll have less time to do the recordings. And as a result, this will probably be the last month, June here, where you're basically gonna get to see full playlists basically going up on Sundays. I'll probably return back to the usual daily recordings and all that stuff they basically had prior to this year. Anyhow, with that out of the way, let's jump into the videos that are coming up. So I'll note that first things first here, Keeper RL. I actually pined about this a little bit ago, but it took me a while basically for me to get to showing this off because I wanted to show off other stuff first. But here we are, here's Keeper RL, and it's gonna be popping up May 31st, the last day of May. And for most part, this is basically a few runs of Keeper RL. I also did some adventure runs toward the end, as I basically said in the last video. So not too much to say about here. And then after that, we jump into June. Now, the first Sunday of June, I basically have a playlist for Streets of Rogue here going up. And I'll note that this is actually not all the videos that will be going up on Sunday. I'm going to have split into this too. So you'll see this the first Sunday of June as well as the second Sunday of June. And the reason I basically have this coming up the first and second weeks of June, I initially had a long way down here, which I also know as well from before. I saw a space colony basically pop up in the first weeks of June, but basically as we basically conclude the pit, me and Crush Knight, he has suggested that instead of jumping cold turkey into Streets of Rogue cooperative play right from the start here, that perhaps we jump in a single play first, basically to learn the game a little bit. So I basically did I did just that, and here's basically several runs I basically did from starting out to Turtles and Gorillas all the way basically down to where I basically won the game a couple of times. And yes, I'd avoid winning in single player, but whatever, it happens. Anyhow, I'll note that as well, by the way, just as a throwaway, there is going to be some I got edited at this point, some point, but whatever. There's going to be some cooperative videos basically going up between me and Crush Knight. We already, as you can see, have 4 basically going up for you guys, so hope you guys will enjoy that. That'll be going up on June 8th as well as June 9th. And after that, the third week of June is when I actually start to get to the other stuff I basically want planned to show you guys before. A long way down will basically be my first showcase video playlist in a while. And essentially this is basically about a Carvelic where you're basically playing as a dead soul wandering through limbo. And it's basically an incomplete game. This game is currently in early access, so be forgiving to it, but whatever. After that, we have a game that's been long released, Space Colony here. Space Colony HD, actually, to be more specific. And this is actually a game that I actually received a review key for this a long time ago, and I always felt bad about not doing a full playlist for it. So I figured I'd basically throw in a few videos for it. It seemed practical with the COVID crisis going on right now, and let's get it out of the way and it'd be done. And then after this, we'll be into August, and probably in August I probably won't have as I said any playlists popping out for you guys basically to watch every Sunday, but I'll basically be probably looking at something different from Rogue's Tale, for example, and we'll talk about what's happening then there, I guess, when I do it or not. Who knows? We'll see. I may skip the video of not really doing anything really new or interesting. But anyhow, this was a quick update video. Hope you guys enjoyed, my videos thus far, as well as the last few videos I basically have till the end of June. And take care, all.